All right, here's the last shot, Shelly. Let me know. It says it's connecting. It says it's connected. All right. Anyway, it's a work in progress. So anyway, here we go. We got Louis. We got Hunter. It's at the vet, so no Hunter this morning. This is all our Conehead family. We're talking Tropics. Lots to talk about. I guess I got some haters out there. Two systems. Invest 97 here. This is on weathernerds.org, by the way. So we're going to talk about both of these systems. They're both high chance from the NHC. We draw a lot of pretty colors. I've been learning this, but here's 97. When you hear about people talking about 97, then you hear about people talking about 98. And we have a wave off of Africa that they just highlighted at 2 a.m. And we're not going to worry about that one right now. Actually, they're even saying the conditions ahead might be a little more unfavorable. So I'm not even going to focus on that one. So what's up, Lindsay? Yep. Hey, Aaron, put me on TV. Hopefully it works, Debbie. I don't know. I just restarted the YouTube. We're trying to get the YouTube going. So all right, say goodbye to Louie. All right, so we're gonna talk all weather now. And I want to find out about this hater who's hating on me this morning already. It's not good. We don't like that. All right, so first and foremost, I'd like to thank my Facebook Live sponsor for the second year here. They came to me last year and said, hey, we love you, Mike. We love ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. So they thought it'd be a good fit, and they hooked me up. So I always find a cool picture in the mornings, and this one was kind of fitting. We have a lot of fans of Florida, and we could be looking at a possible Florida impact along with others as early as Florida, South Florida. If Invest 98 rolls your way, it would be Monday, Tuesday earliest. So this is only a few days out. You know, everybody thinks, when you go past 10 days, you're hyping, but now we're within 7 days, and could be interesting. So big thanks ABC. Flamingo vodka. That'd be one of the drinks I had to drink with my seltzer when no one's looking. Pink vodka and a seltzer. For sure. All right, so let's talk about all the latest. I posted this little graphic earlier on Facebook. In a nutshell, as it tries to load. Morning, Stephanie. What's up? Hey, there's our girl, Katie. YouTube is live. Okay, thanks, Shelly. Man, that was weird. It didn't fire. It's a lot more work. Now we're on Periscope, too. All right, so watching two potential named storms. Timing could put the coastal U.S. in play early next week. Eastern Caribbean islands are watching this weekend because we have a lot of fans down in the Caribbean, Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Lesser Antilles, all the great islands down there that one day I hope to visit. One day. Well, when we're allowed to actually cruise again. A bot? Oh. Oh my God. I liked him too. Oh well. It's all right. So anyway, let's talk about all this stuff. All right. So if you're new to the site, I haven't done a disclaimer in a long time. I guess I need to do my disclaimer. I'm a hobbyist blogger, not a meteorologist. I'm self-taught. Did go to USF, got a degree in business marketing, so I'm halfway smart. I took 2 years of Spanish, but I can't count to 10. But my daughter's going to Eastlake High School next year, and she's taking Spanish, so she can refire my brain up on that stuff. So, but no, seriously, if you want official information, go to National Hurricane Center. I always refer back to National Hurricane Center. They are the official source, and I just talk about the what ifs, and we look at all the models. So, right, all the models, and right now, meteorologists don't know what to do because the almighty GFS and the almighty Euro are showing Zippo. The Euro The one that everybody used to go to this year has not done great at all. And the last run of the Euro shows no formation of either of these two systems. But the NHC is saying we are going to have formation from these two systems. 80% chance on this one, 90% on this one, 20 on this one. So those are pretty high odds to not talk about the possibilities, right? All right. So let's dive deep into Invest 97. So the Invest 97 models, let's go to Tropical Tidbits, our buddy Levi. He loves us because he lets me put his stuff on. So let me see. Well, 12Z hasn't got posted yet. Yeah, they have. Look at that. Fresh. All right, so we've been talking a lot about, I was talking about this way before even the models. We like to go in time and look at future steering currents, where a storm would go if it was there. Well, the models are kind of going up a little bit, and that is due to our droopy front here. We have a droopy front, low pressure, and low pressures attract low pressures. The one thing that front can do is it could produce some shear in the Gulf, because frontal boundaries do produce shear. So as far as strength goes, most of the models, the majority of the models, are showing a little weaker system than what Invest 98 is showing. So, but we're also seeing models show now potential for a little more than just a blob. So, but here's the latest. These are the 12Z models. We're going to talk all about Invest 97. This is the closest one. This one's down below Hispaniola right now. It's expected to make a slow turn, and this is the area where the conditions start to get more favorable in the Western Caribbean. Timing here would be Saturday, and an expected pull to the north is coming. So I'm learning my tools here, Shelly. All right, so there's that. Let's look at all the models now. Let's close that out. So there's the latest spaghetti models on Invest 97. Some of your other models, this is your CM. We can look at some ensembles. Your CMC ensembles are kind of all over the place, but shows you that general northward turn. The mean of the CMC models more to the north. Again, you know, we have this. Let's see here. I've got some cool stuff here. We can do that. So we have this front right here, and it's creating a weakness. So it's going to draw our system to the north, and our high pressure, it's going to build back in and allowing our other system to track more west-northwest. So in time, this breaks down, high pressure builds back in, and allows possibly Invest 98 to go a little bit more to the west. So this is Invest 97. This is timing would be midweek. But these are your GFS ensemble, so, or the CMC ensemble. So, all right, let's take a look at some intensity models. These are always all over the place, but general thinking is a gradual, you know, H-wharf going bonkers as it does. Category 3. This is the Invest 97. This is the first system we're tracking. Ship model a little higher, and icon at 8. You know, so there's enough to mention the possibility that Invest 97 could develop into a named storm, possible hurricane. H-wharf did not do bad at all with the with Hannah and Isaiah. And I'm drinking, Dawn, I got your thing plugged in. I got your little hot little thingy working, and then I got a Mountain Dew for backup, because it might be a hyperactive day. So this, you know, I'm going to show you all the possibilities here, but, you know, those are real models starting to show that turn to the north because it's a little stronger. This is on tropicaltidbits.com, by the way. But, we're seeing gradual bubble. And it's not expected to do anything right now because it's moving really, really fast. But once it starts to experience the slowdown and this turn to the north, then we could possibly see some strengthening. And my scroll is not working now. What's up with that? All right. All right, so now we're going to go to 98. But anyway, a little bit of slowdown before the turn. It's going to start feeling that weakness in the Gulf, and it's going to get pulled up north. And this is the area where we're going to start seeing possible development. And the timing, again, is this weekend. Just a couple days, it's going to be right here. All right, so we're not going to talk much about that. So what I'm going to do is show 98 now, and then we're going to go into all the actual model runs. And here, let's take a look at 98. So 98 definitely looks a whole lot more organized right now than 97. It's definitely getting that look. This one could be trouble for the islands this weekend. Whoop. It just started to load when I turned it off. This is on Weather Nerds, by the way. So Whitney, you're all over the place. Because there's probably lagging, you could probably catch it. If you miss, you can go back in time. You can have fun with your friends because if Facebook's about 10 seconds behind and you're on YouTube, you can say, I bet you he says this. And then 10 seconds later, Facebook will say it and you'll look like a genius. Hey, Wayne, yeah, we're talking about the Virgin Islands now. So I'm going to go back to all the individual model runs, but I wanted to just briefly touch on both of these systems. So we know Invest 97 has the potential to be named, and it appears the trends are pulling more north up into the Gulf. But now we're looking at Invest 98. This is satellite imagery on weathernerds.org, and you can see it's really starting to get that look. And the NHC is at 90%. So it's on its way. Definitely looking more symmetric and closing in on a low pressure system. So, and the size of this one could be a little big too. It could end up being. Let's take a look at wider imagery, but it definitely it's got the potential to be a little bit more bigger. So right here. 600 miles wide, about 500. So it's big, 500 miles wide. I mean, that's I'm using a drawing tool here on Weather Nerds, but 500 miles. It's a bigger system for sure. So, and there's the convection fire in here on 97 this morning, starting to get a little more convection. Look at that. Haven't done that yet. All right, so the spaghetti model's on 98. So here's the deal. Very, 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 very tightly clustered. You don't normally see this early on in the game, especially when there's GFS and Euro are kind of confused, but your global models here just came out. These are 12Z on Tropical Tidbits, but look at that. Very, very high confidence that this is going to get pulled a little to the north. There's a weakness in the high pressure to the north. So yes, our friends down in the Virgin Islands need to be watching very, very, very close. Puerto Rico, very, very, very close. Hispaniola. How strong it is here is going to depend on what happens here with these mountains. So lots of land interaction will slow the intensification down on 98. If it passes to the north, then it's got a lot better conditions, obviously, than if it passes over these islands. But it's very clustered. So it's pretty high confidence our high pressure system here is going to build back in and be really strong. Said all along, we're I'm going to show you some ensembles. Still, the East Coast should be watching. We've had enough model runs of this thing skirting along the East Coast. But it just seems like this high pressure is stronger. The more trends is that we're seeing the high pressure stronger. And this thing is inching its way towards maybe the Gulf. So anyway, hey, we got 8,000 people. Holy cow! What's up? What's up, 8,000 people? Hey, if the Facebook feed freezes, sometimes you have to refresh, because when you get this many people on these, sometimes they get a little glitchy. So anyway, here's Invest. These are the freshest models in Invest 98. So it's hard to talk about two systems. I don't mean to flop back and forth between the two, but and the intensity models on Invest 98 are definitely a lot stronger, with a few of them inching into category 1, category 2. So there's that. All right, and here a couple ensembles on the Tropical Tidbit site before we go to Weather Nerds. So your GFS ensembles on 98, very tightly clustered, and GFS kind of a little bit north of the islands, but you can see, we are eventually getting this turn. This turn is coming. But when? And that's always the $1,000,000 question. I posted the icon model last night, and it's kind of showing this possibility of a hug right along the west coast of Florida, then that curve back up. That'd be the bad case for Tampa Bay or Fort Myers or Naples. Is this coming right through the Keys and turn up through Florida? So that's, these are the GFS ensembles, and there's quite a few of them showing strong, sub 980 millibar here. So that's what we got to watch for. Now, ironically, if you go to the euro, this is Invest 98. Here's another look at the GFS ensembles on Weather Nerds. A little different look. These are all the GFS thinking. Just missing the islands down here as far as Hispaniola goes. Still very, very, very close to the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico we got to watch out for. But the European ensembles, look at this. Nothing. Zippo. So I have to point that out. I don't want to hype this thing up and not bring up the fact that the Euro is like the only one showing no development. I can't believe it. I don't know what's going on with the Euro. Not even one ensemble is showing development. And maybe it's right. I don't think it is. No way. You just use your damn eyeballs. Common sense here. Look at this. How could the Euro see that? Because it can't. Computers don't have eyeballs. They don't have gut instincts. But that's got clear rotation, clear convection firing. Could be named today. It was always a race on who would get the name first. So looking pretty healthy for sure. All right, now I'm going to go into all the model runs. Do a little sipping on coffee. So we got a lot of new people. Thank you so much. I got a new toy this year. We got the Drunk Donkey Red Crayon. I show this all the time. It was funny. We went to Minnesota a couple years ago. I got a red crayon. We're streaming on YouTube and Twitter now, so that's cool. I got haters. That's cool. I'm a nobody. But we got a cool thing. We got a great little page here. So thanks if you're new, and tell your friends and family for sure. Once the media picks up on our system heading possibly into Florida, it'll be like, oh yeah, we already knew that. We watch Mike's. All right, so let's go into the factors real quick. All right, so why are the models not showing much? Well, some are starting to show up. We're going to start out. I'm going to show you all the models because I believe in kicking up the intensity last night when the H-mon and the H-wharf started showing development of both of our systems now. They did very well with Hana and Isaiah. So the CMC and the Icon have been real aggressive. The UK is aggressive. We have more models supporting development than we do not. So you have to talk about that for sure. But we have a lot of positive factors for the storm, and the biggest one right now is this MJO convective phase that's happening right now. That's always been known to pop some storms, and you know what? We could be in a little lull. I showed this a couple days ago, but there's a negative or a suppressed stage of the MJO coming for a week or two. These things cycle across the globe. Could be another one entering the end of September, but we could have a week or two break maybe. But anyway, this MJO pulse is big for tropical development. Green is very conductive, juicy atmosphere, and we're seeing it in Florida. It's juicy. So anyway, that's the MJO. MJO is plus. And then other things we have vertical instability, or vertical shear is low. Lowest on par with the year 2005. Your vertical instability is here. That's pretty cool. Kept the same graphic. So black line is your mean average, and vertical shear is below that. So that's one factor. Another thing we got to worry about really is the amount of heat content in the ocean. This is extremely warm water below the surface, and it's measured to help give indications of how much storms can develop and strengthen. So this is extremely hot. So those are some factors. The water is warm. Overall, the atmosphere is juicy. Not a lot of dry air. There could be a little bit of dry air with our front coming down up here. You can kind of see it. But overall, blues and greens are just moisture in the atmosphere, and we're not seeing a ton of dry air for either of our systems. Here's 98, 97. So I'll leave that up. See what you guys are saying. So there's that. All right, so we got a lot of hey, that's all right, Kimberly. It's our little secret. Oh, Casper, yeah, we can show that. So hey, maybe the euro is right, but I don't think it is. I'm just, listen, common sense, man. Look at we Tropics love hot water. They love low shear. They love moist atmosphere, middle atmosphere. Middle atmosphere is a big deal. They talk about the relative humidity a lot. Once the hurricane hunters start flying out there, they'll start measuring the humidity levels in the middle atmosphere, and they do more than just check the center of a storm. They check all around the storm, and they're going to find that the atmosphere is moist. The front, I guess you can see it, but we have our drooping front here. And this is creating a weakness that's going to allow our system to pull to the north. But that front could definitely bring in a little more shear and a little bit of dry air. Fronts do that. So that could keep down like any big time development. But that front's what's ultimately going to pull our Invest 97 to the north-ish. I don't want to say north. It might be a little more to the west, a little more to the east, but and then once that high pressure clears on out of here, or once that low pressure clears on out, high pressure is going to build back in quick, and that's going to keep shoving this little guy towards Bahamas and Florida, and potentially the Gulf. All right, so let's look at all the runs. Let's start out by the H-mon model. that is our hurricane specific models that did pretty well with Hannah and Isaiah. Oh, Casper, yeah, I want to show you that. So there's always questions about the atmosphere and you know, potential maps. So there's a link here I got under future analysis. This is the Bay News 9 hurricane intensity forecast, and right now, you know, we got some sheer 98, but overall, there's a maximum hurricane intensity chart that shows you current conditions and what the atmosphere can sustain. You know, if every other variable lined up, like the perfect storm, but it's there, and it just, you know, it just basically verifies that we could have any size storm currently. It's not saying we're going to get that. It just says the atmosphere and water temps can support a strong system. So take that with a grain of salt. And before I get into models, this is a good. I shared this last night. This is your 3 to 7 day hazards map. But in case you missed it last night, this is just showing you heavy rain. 8:25. So it ends at 8:25, which is midweek. But this is what it says. Whoops. Go back. 24. And the upper Gulf's actually 8:21. So we're looking at this map showing the heavy rain all the way from Texas to the Keys. So that, you know, not leaving anybody out. This is Monday, Tuesday. From Texas to the Keys, heavy rainfall expected no matter what. And that is because 97, 98 where they end up going. So maps are starting to show it. All right, so let's go to the closest one, Invest 97. All right, so we're going to look at Invest 97. These are your wind maps, and I'll just kind of stop it every now and then. So no real development on the H-wharf until we start to get this turn to the north, and this would be Friday night, Saturday right here. It's going to split the gap, maybe getting close to the Yucatan, starting to develop 994, and then the H-wharf kind of really develops it, takes it straight up. So just one model of many. Remember, the Euro showing nothing, but this is the H-wharf. All right, so that's, and the timing on this would be, if it came true, this would be Monday morning. This would be Sunday night, actually. Systems sometimes accelerate when they find a weakness, like a front, like we're seeing. So we'll have a slowdown, could have a little bit of speeding up as it heads up towards that opening. But anyway, this is Sunday into Monday. And then your H-mon, the other mesoscale hurricane model, is this little guy. And we'll see what it does Saturday. Let's see. Nope, that's 98. Hold on, we got to go to 97. So this one keeps it a little bit more into the Yucatan. This is Saturday. 998 pressure. And it develops, it's slow. Budweiser. Here's Louisiana. This is Monday morning, and 996. So if it continues to strengthening, obviously it might develop a little more. And this one's going a little bit more, you know, a little more to the Louisiana side, Texas side. So that's just another model, H-mon, H-wharf. Showing Invest 97. Monday could be somewhere here in the Gulf. Now Invest 98 this is the H-mon. Let's see what it does for our islands. So here we go. Here's the Virgin Islands right here, 997. This would be Saturday morning. So you'll start feeling it Friday night. And as we go in time, skirts across Puerto Rico. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. Kind of gets beat up a little bit by Hispaniola. Then it gets into the Bahamas. This is Sunday afternoon. This is Invest 98. This is the second system. And it kind of hugs right along Cuba, kind of like Irma did. This is Monday morning, but 977. So land interaction is going to be critical as far as the intensity here as it gets closer to the Bahamas and Florida. But anyway, that's the H-mon. And then the H-mon, or the H-wharf for the Invest 98 is here. Let's see. We'll start out by the... We'll look at our Virgin Island friends. So here we go. The H-wharf, starting to develop it here. This is Friday afternoon. Here's the islands. Pass is very, 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 very right on top. So, yeah, Saturday morning. Got to watch it. Northern Lesser Antilles. Virgin Islands, British, American Virgin Islands, all the little islands there. I don't know them all. I'm trying to learn them all. So this is Saturday. This is weekend. It's 3 days from now. We could have a strengthening storm. 977 is pretty strong. So let's hope not. But it's appearing like it's organizing right now. Then we have to worry about this. Puerto Rico, Saturday afternoon. 960 millibar. This is more of a direct path to Hispaniola after Puerto Rico. And it would definitely slow it down. 988. So this is Monday morning. So the H-mon is somewhere here, H-wharf somewhere here, Monday morning on 98. So hope that made sense. It's so much to take in. We're going to go to Levi's site and look at all his. The only one he doesn't have is the UK. Let's take a look at the latest UK model. UK has always been pretty consistent. Not showing much with Invest 97, but it is showing Monday afternoon possible South Florida hit on the UK, and it pops it right here. And you can see basically, well, I can't really I can't copy and paste, but oh man, look at all those colors. So we got 97. So Monday the UK is showing 98 passing through Florida, hugging the west coast of Florida. And note, we know this high pressure is going to start becoming a factor right here, because all the models are showing a turn. So it's got a chance to be a West Coast hugger. Hey, Shelly, I gotta look over there more. Yes, well we do have let me unpin it there. So we got a question from Twitter. Yeah, of course. The loop eddies are extremely warm in the Gulf. And that's going to be what Invest 97 needs for sure. I'll show you that. But anyway, that's the UK. I want to show the UK. So the UK is on this South Florida direct West Coast slide maybe. This is Monday night, Monday afternoon. That's only this is this Monday. I keep getting that question, like, is it the following Monday? And I'm like, no, it's like this week coming up, 4, 5, 6 days, 4 or 5, what are we, Wednesday? So 5 days from now. And then, we'll have to see here. The UK stops running here. It doesn't go out any farther. So we don't know what it's doing with this. And we don't know the path here, but that at least is the timestamp. But a question on the loop eddies, but yes, for sure. So the two maps that we got with the water heat potential maps, this shows you where one of our little loop eddies are at. Our system could be maybe just a tick to the east, but it would still funnel some of that water upwards. And that's, as we talked about before, you know, like Harvey unfortunately stopped over top of one of these. Michael fed into some of this. This is just what helps fuel the Gulf into having more hot water. And I got a cool little graphic here off of the Knoll School site that shows you the current water temps and the flow. So, you know, we got this whole Western Caribbean is extremely hot, but these are actual currents. This is the Gulf Stream flowing around. This is going to break off eventually, and we'll have a new little loop eddy out here spinning. But so this isn't technically a loop eddy here, but no matter what, it's hot water, extra hot water. So if our system, you know, tracks over here, you know, so definitely, you know, these help slower moving system. So all this hot water down here, as our system starts to slow down, Invest 97, it'll definitely feel the warmth of all this extra hot water. Hot water, hot. Look at that, I'm going to be a better speller. Hot wawa. All right, so there's that. Good question. So yeah, we know that water's hot. That's why the heat potential map is showing that too. So not a lot of dust in the atmosphere. Let's show this one. Then I'm going to go show all the Levi models. But this is a great map on the tropic.ssec.wisconsin education site. But the dust is slowly eroding. Not a lot of dust ahead. I remember to erase those things, but look. So pretty juicy, dust-free environment ahead. And realistically, 98 doesn't really have a ton to deal with anymore. It's starting to wean out a little bit. So yeah, we're going to show the Navy. We're going to show all. All right, Toby. Hey, Toby. All right. All right, so now we're going to look at all the models on Levi's site. We'll start out with the Euro, because the Euro is the non-hype model. And we'll show it to you here. So let me zoom it out. So we showed the H-mon and H-wharf, both showing development. UK showing definite development on Invest 98. A little bit of development on Invest 97. But now the Euro, absolutely nothing. Weak wave, nothing. Maybe a little bit of sign of something there from Invest 97, but nothing. This is that new one off of Africa. But Zippo, like Monday, very weak signature. This is exactly where our two systems could be. Well, because the Euro's thinking weaker, it's putting it more west. Stronger system's going to get pulled up more. But nothing. The Euro's showing nothing. That's good. Maybe the Euro's right. Euro's the only one saying no. There's not even hardly one European ensemble showing development of 98. But there you go. There's Euro. So good news, right? So your European fans, that's for you. All right, the latest GFS, nothing. Here's 97, 98. Just a weak little spot here. You can kind of see it. Well, I think it. Nope, didn't do it. That's right. This is the 6C. So again, very. This is Monday. Nothing. So. That's why I was blasting all this morning. You know, you can't get stressed out 100% yet, because we still have two of the biggest players, GFS and Euro, saying nothing. But I feel to keep tradition of what I do, saying there's more saying yes than saying no. Even the GFS ensembles, even though the main operational run here is showing nothing, which is so confusing to me. So your main GFS operational run is like showing nothing. You go to the GFS ensembles on Invest 98, and they're showing a few members. No, not all of them, but enough. And the black line is the mean of the ensembles. The black line isn't the main operational run. It's just all the little ensembles of the GFS, all the little brains of the GFS. And so we'll see what the 12Z does. The 12Z might come back and show a developing system again. But this is what I look at when I look at models. So even though the GFS operational isn't showing anything, the GFS ensembles is showing enough for you to believe the other models on Invest 98. And Invest 97 Euro, couple little guys. Even though there's 51 European ensembles. And two little guys, Hunter and Louis. Hey, there's our girl Lexi. Oh, by the way, did you see the new shirt? I sold a few of them. Check it out. So we got a new shirt by popular demand. We designed a Hurricane Hunter shirt. Check it out. There's our boy Hunter. So we couldn't show you Hunter today. This is the next best thing, right? So drew him on an airplane. There's his name, Hurricane Hunter. You guys named him. He's famous, semi-famous, little hunter, little guy, 3 pounds. Well, he's at the vet now. We got to see how big he is. So there he is riding the plane. We kind of drew it to make it look like a Hurricane Hunter. Of course, we put Florida because that's where the Hurricane Hunter, the airplane's from, and that's where my Hurricane Hunter's from. So it's kind of cool. I like it. Jason, what was? Yeah, I remember that, Jason. I remember. All I remember with the Euro, with like Isaiah, it was showing a weak wave over by the Yucatan, and Isaiah ended up hugging the Florida coast, and obviously getting a little stronger. So Euro's just not doing the greatest right now. So all right, so we showed the Euro, we showed the GFS on Tropical Tidbits. Let's take a look at others. CMC has been extremely consistent. Last year too. Oh, and almost out of coffee. Hey Linda, what's up? Yeah, the Hurricane Hunters ought to be flying in soon to 98 or 97, I would think. I'm sure they got a mission planned. I don't read that enough like I should. I wait till I see everybody else post it. But here's the CMC timing. Let's just go to Saturday. Here's Friday night, Saturday. Not really showing development of 98 yet. I think 98 looks like it's very close to being developed very soon. In fact, I want to look at something, but I don't want to get too distracted. So let's show you the rest of the models, then we'll look at some ASCAP passes and look at some current winds and see what it looks like. But this is Friday night into Saturday, both these systems. CMC crosses over the Yucatan, crosses over Hispaniola, gets very close to Puerto Rico. This is Saturday afternoon. So again, Puerto Rico, Saturday, Hispaniola. Then our system pops up over the mountains. This is the Gulf Stream. This is Monday morning. And here's Monday night. Could be inching in towards the Keys. 1,000 millibar, not too bad, but like I said, intensity models are never the best. A lot of land interaction would definitely support that, but again, I'm not going all in on intensity models yet. But so the CMC showing potential Texas landfall Tuesday morning, potential off the coast of Florida Tuesday morning, and pulls it straight up midweek. So CMC has been real consistent with this. Very consistent. Very consistent. And when you look at other models at the same timestamp, like Navy model, look at that. Navy model, almost the same. Boom, boom. This is going into Sunday here. A little bit more to the north of Puerto Rico, which is good news. Navy's got a little more eastern biased, but Navy's developing 97, kind of like the H-wharf H-mon. Navy showing 98 across Bahamas midweek, Monday to Tuesday, going into possible Florida. So there's that one. And then the Icon, the German model, been very, 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 very consistent too. This is the Icon model, a little north of Puerto Rico, a little north of Hispaniola. All of them are showing very close to Virgin Islands, and that's this weekend. So I'm not meaning to skip over you guys, but my ear's itching. Ashley, you missed everything. East Coast is less in the game than more. We can see a crossover though. Some of these models are showing this is what I'm most concerned about is coming through the straits and then curving up for more impacts. And then this, there's so many variables. We got so many different parts of conal US that could be impacted. Did I say conal? Conal? Conal US. August 24th. Holy cow, that's June, July. Are we in August already? Yep. So yeah, some of our most memorable storms have been in August. Camille was a couple days ago. Andrew was next 5 days from now. Charlie was last week. So anyway, here's the Icon model showing basically what all the other ones are showing. This is Sunday night. So, and then that's all we really got here. So I showed them all. Let's go to Twitter real quick, and then we'll come back to here. So, Amber, when I say East Coast, I'm talking about north of Florida. So, oh, John's Joints. Hey, John Sinnen just posted that. Hey, cool. Look at that. He just shared me. What's up? So I got to write me a note so I don't forget. I got a 1025 gig now, man. I get to talk to Tropics for like a minute on the radio, man. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you can hear me on the radio, man. I got to do my 1 hour show in 1 minute. How the hell do you do that? I don't know. All right, so, but anyway, let's look at I wanted to look at some wind maps. We can look at some stuff here, see if to ask any. Oh, 98's running here. We can look at some wind maps here, the mesoscale maps. Seeing if anything's starting to show circulation. I mean, it's showing it. Definitely showing signs. I'm just kind of racing through some of this now, but just seeing where we're at. Let me close the windows here before I crash Chrome. I want to crash Chrome. Done that before. It's not a happy camper when you crash Chrome. Look at that. I don't know if that's where it's at though. Is that that's a little bubble. I don't know. Nah, it's still nothing really showing. So 97 definitely is not the greatest right now. But our other guy is. It's starting to get clear rotation trying to set up. Still broad, but getting some mid-level rotation. 1244. Let's see what 44, 12, 10, 12. That's exactly where. All right, so the latest 8 o'clock fix puts it about right here. This is 4412. So they're going with the mid-level spin on the NHC. The Invest 97 7 is more just a little bump in the wave here. So they're kind of guessing where it would be. I would suspect right here. That would be around 1471. So 1471. About right there. So that's kind of where they're guessing our system is right there. 1471. Right there somewhere. That's a little bump. You can see a little kink. As Bobby says, little bump in the baby belly bump. So, all right. We'll leave it at that. Let me see what you guys are saying. It's already been an hour. I can't believe it. So, what else can we show that I haven't showed yet? So you know, bottom line. Listen. All right. Let's put one more map up, and then I'll chit chat the rest of the. I'll crack open. Oh, I have a periscope. Let's take a look. What's that look like? Let me go to Periscope and see what I look like here on Periscope. Periscope. I don't even know what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. This is what we watch, like Jeff Petrosky when he does his. There's me. I got 45 people watching. Oh, I have a Periscope. Oh. Let's take a look. What's that look like? Let me go. I hate listening to myself talk. Oh God, we just had crash, close. Too many videos running. All right, so I'm going to put this map up, and then we're going to chat the rest of the day. How about that? Hey, Dawn, yep. What's up, Casper? All right, so let's put these little guys on, then we'll call it a day. Let me put on all the maps. These are all the maps except Euro, but it doesn't really matter because Euro doesn't even show anything. So I'm just putting all the ensembles, every possible model I can find. We'll zoom in. We'll say goodbye, and we'll do it again tonight. And that's a little too close, maybe. Well, maybe not. I'll leave it right there. Can I bring it down? Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. How's that for spaghetti? Here's my cousin Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie. He-Bear box. Well, yeah, that would be right here somewhere. South Florida and the He-Bear boxes don't mix well. And you know what? We have 2 He-Bear boxes. Oh my God, you just brought up a good point. So anyway, spaghetti models still trending a little more to the north of Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. Almost all the models are showing this turn to the north. That's because we have low pressure up here. I mean, I do kind of understand this stuff. I'm not just, you know, I used to just say what we're seeing, but now I actually think I know a little bit. It's scary. So we have weakness, and you know, we're gonna have a little increased shear with that front, but we're also gonna have a high pressure building back in, and it's gonna be pushing our system more. So there you go. All right, what else we got? Stephanie, I'm about to crack open my Mountain Dew now. Kyle, that's true. Yep. Cat 3, right? Is that right? I remember reading it. There's Shelly. Shelly's got to worry about her farm. What? Kathy, they said what? No chance? You can never say never in Tropics. Never. Ever. Ever. What the heck? Hey, Telford, how you doing up there, buddy? Sarah, no, they got this Fujiwara effect, which I can Google that. You can Google it. Fujiwara effect is where 2 systems kind of bounce off of each other, and one sometimes becomes the dominant one over the other one. And the CMC was showing that a little bit yesterday. It was showing 98 overtaking 97, and it kind of like it uses its energy. You have 2 systems, and as the winds go clockwise like this, guess what? Those winds start to disrupt it, and you end up with this figure 8 effect thingy, and next thing you know, one becomes more dominant. They definitely don't like become one. They bounce off of each other. So let's just do it. I don't even know how to spell it. That's why I love Twitter. Fujiwara effects. Fujiwara. And I've showed this before. It's God, I hate sites like this. Jeez, all these pop-ups, man. At least I don't have pop-ups on my site. Let's look at YouTube. Here we go.
At the peak of hurricane season, it's a
let's play it.
sight to see 2 or even 3 tropical cyclones or hurricanes at once. And some of you have so eloquently wondered, what happens if 2 hurricanes collide? I'm meteorologist Jason Myers, and while 2 tropical cyclones can interact with one another, it's actually pretty rare. But when 2 storms do come into contact, there's a name for it, the Fujiwara effect, named after the Japanese meteorologist who first described the phenomenon. And while a lot of us would like to imagine 2 giant hurricanes merging to form one mega hurricane, the likes we've never seen, it doesn't really work that way. But here's how it does. Science! When 2 low-pressure systems get close enough, 1,200 miles for your everyday run-of-the-mill low, or 870 miles for 2 tropical cyclones, they begin to do a bit of a dance. The centers of these storms begin to move counterclockwise around a point right in between. If both storms are the same size, this effect may just change their trajectory. But if one storm is much smaller than the other, then the bigger storm is going to absorb the smaller one. That's exactly what happened in 2005 when Hurricane Wilma absorbed Tropical Storm Alpha off the East Coast. If that wasn't too impressive, the 1995 hurricane season was a regular homecoming dance in the Atlantic. At one point, there were not 1, 2, 3, or 4 storms, but 5. Humberto, Iris,
so anyway, you get the
Sharon,
idea.
As well as the waves that would later become apparent.
So it's pretty fascinating. I've never seen it. I mean, this is all, they said it's happened. Now that we know, they start fighting. It's pretty interesting. So it won't combine to make a bigger storm. That was what the question was. So anyway, all right. So now my chat's locked up, but that's okay. Let me close some windows here, and then we'll call it a day. So I can't see chats anymore, but that's all right. We're about done. So I'll be posting. Listen, I got nothing to do all day. Well, I mean, like no appointments. Sarah had her teeth yesterday. I got my teeth. Oh God, page on responses. I'll wait. So hopefully we're still streaming. I crash Chrome 1 hour. It's like it never fails. So listen. So there's my comments just popped back on. So anyway, just stay tuned. Listen, we got a lot to watch. Lots of possibilities. Never say never. If the news is saying it's not going to happen, that's irresponsible because there's enough models supporting a lot. So let's see. Well, I might be able to exit. Let's see. Should I hit this button? I hate it. If I disappear, I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. No, I'm still there. I can see chat now. Let me open it back up. I want to do last minute goodbyes. Like we'll never see each other again. There we go. I see comments now. Let's let the chat catch up. Hey, Aaron, I sure will. She's with Mama right now. They took Hunter to the vet. Hunter's getting his checkup and shots, so I'm really curious to see how much Hunter weighs now. Louis was never under 5 pounds. He was 5 pounds when we picked him up, and Hunter was 2.5. So thank you, Luis. Appreciate that. Jenna Mock, you just missed everything. Hey, thank you, Erica. We got Nana the King Kong, Brandon. Yep. We showed up last night for sure. Big old blob coming in off of Africa. But NAC is not giving him much love right now. It's only 20%. But you can see it right here. Big old guy. King Kong. Look at the size difference. Boom. We got like big, medium, small. Let's see what else is on. Hey, Whitney. See you, buddy. Coffee's hot. Yep, I drink it all, Don. Thank you. So we got a lot to watch. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about seeing tonight because we're going to see a lot of new stuff. We're going to have so here's your time frame. So we got 11 o'clock advisory coming out. I'm going to do one of those quick little synopses that I did a couple of days ago. Now that I have a lot of ideas in my head. So we have 11 o'clock advisory on the NHC coming. We have model runs start running around noontime. GFS 11:30 noon. We can start watching GFS. Should start showing a system. Number 2 can be named at any time. But anyway, 12 o'clock, we're going to have a lot of model runs. GFS, Icon, CMC. UK runs around 2 o'clock with the Euro, 2 p.m. So we're not going to have a new graphic at 11. That's 2 o'clock. I'm thinking name storms. So we won't have a new one of these graphics until 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. we have a new NHC map. Unless they name number 2, then they'll have graphics at 11. Are you confused yet? I just want one storm at a time. But yeah, so by tonight we'll have a lot to see. We'll have a lot of cool stuff. Cool. All right, we all be good. Have a great day. It's what we love to do. Track the Tropics. And I'll do a quick little synopsis here, post it here like we did before. So if you got confused with anything. But again, listen, official forecast, you can listen to whoever you want, whoever you trust. Dennis Phillips said that last night. He messaged me, I don't know how, he must have saw I was online because I woke up at 3 o'clock to watch the Euro and he was online and he was making fun of me because I posted the icon and he didn't make fun of me, just like confused like everybody else. Like, what the hell? Why is the Euro, as a meteorologist, you don't know what to do because the Euro has always been king. And the NHC is definitely going against the Euro when it has a 90% chance for a system to develop. That the Euro says, no. We don't. This is how screwed up the Euro is. 90%. 90%. And there's not one European ensemble showing development of that. Here's your 98 invest. Look at one little limpy 20 mile an hour, 30 knot system. So the Euro is drunk. Euro is drunk. Boom. Craziness. All right, we'll see y'all later. I got a lot of work to do, so we'll see you. Thanks for everything. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for Shelly working the chat and a couple other people I got behind the scenes that don't want to be named. And we'll see you tonight, 8 o'clock, right? So lots to watch. Be good.